Hello, everyone. I want to talk about some of the things that we covered in our last class, so you have a chance to practice them before our next class. We were working on the future and how we make the future tense in English. If you look at these three sentences, you'll notice that they are actually all in the present tense. On Saturday, I have class. Tomorrow, I see the doctor. Next week, I go back to work. In English, it's really common, especially in spoken English, to use the present tense when you're discussing things that are actually going to happen in the future. In all of these sentences, we have something that tells us when the action is going to happen. So, when do I have class? On Saturday. When do I see the doctor? Tomorrow. When do I go back to work? Next week. So there's something there that tells us that the action is going to be in the future, even if the verb is the present tense. Now, if we just said, I go back to work, instead of next week, I go back to work, then it's not obvious that you're talking about something that's going to happen in the future. And that's when you want to use the future tense in English. There are actually two ways to do the simple future in English. One is to be going to plus the base verb. I'm going to see my parents this weekend. I'm going to go on vacation next week. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. The other way, which is very simple, is just to use the verb will plus the base verb. So when we talk about the base verb, what do we mean? You may remember that we've talked a lot about the infinitives, which are the form of the verb that has to in front of it. So this is three infinitives of common English verbs: to go, to eat, to talk. The base verb is just the infinitive without the to. So to make the future, we're going to use will plus a base verb like go, eat, or talk. So the future for I go home is I will go home. What would be the future for we eat dinner? We will eat dinner. What about John talks to him? John will talk to him. And notice that we have that S that we use in this present simple tense. John talks, but there's no S in the future. It's going to be the same form of the verb no matter what the pronoun or noun is. So I would say, I will go, you will go, he will go. It's always going to be the same form. So the future for I cook dinner, it would be I will cook dinner. We do the dishes. We will do the dishes. My parents stay in a hotel. My parents will stay in a hotel. Susanna wants a ride. Susanna will want a ride, and we lose that S. You need money. You will need money. Maria looks for shells. Maria will look for shells. Again, we lose the S. I walk home after class. I will walk home after class. To do the negative, we just have to add not after the word will. So instead of I will, it's I will not. I will go home. I will not go home. We will eat dinner. We will not eat dinner. John will talk to him. John will not talk to him. And because in English, we always want to squish things whenever possible, we use contractions most of the time with will, especially in spoken English. So for will, we just use apostrophe LL. So instead of I will see you tomorrow, it's I'll see you tomorrow. And that LL you pronounce kind of like ul, I'll, you'll, he'll, she'll, it'll, we'll, they'll. For will not, the contraction is won't. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I won't see you tomorrow. I will see you on Saturday at class, and we'll practice this some more.